Hey guys, today we're going to look at the whole of question 2 from the 2017 MAT exam. This is a long question with quite a few parts to it, and we're going to work through all of it step by step. The question tells us that there exists a unique real number alpha that satisfies the equation alpha cubed plus alpha squared equals 1. And for part I, we need to show that alpha is between 0 and 1. We can factorize this equation as alpha squared times alpha plus 1, and this equals 1. And now we're going to use contradiction. So if alpha is less than or equal to minus 1, then we know that alpha plus 1 is less than or equal to 0. And alpha squared is always going to be positive, so alpha squared times alpha plus 1 is less than or equal to 0. And this is a contradiction because we know that this equation has got to equal 1. From this we can deduce that alpha is not less than or equal to minus 1. Now for our second case, if alpha is greater than or equal to 1, then alpha plus 1, this is greater than or equal to 2. And alpha is also greater than or equal to 1, so the product alpha squared times alpha plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. And this is another contradiction because we know this equation equals 1. Now for the last case, we're going to consider if alpha is greater than minus 1 and less than or equal to 0. So in this case, alpha squared is less than 1, and alpha plus 1 is also less than or equal to 1. So the product is going to be less than 1. So alpha squared times alpha plus 1, this is strictly less than 1, which is another contradiction. So now we know that alpha is not in any of these regions. So from this we can deduce that alpha has got to be less than 1, because it's not greater than or equal to 1, and it's got to be greater than 0, because it's not less than or equal to 0. So this is our proof. Now for part II, we need to show that alpha satisfies the equation alpha to the power of 4 equals minus 1 plus alpha squared. Okay, so let's start by multiplying this equation through by alpha. So we're going to get alpha to the power of 4 plus alpha cubed equals alpha. And now we can rearrange this equation, so if I bring it over here, in terms of alpha cubed, so alpha cubed equals 1 minus alpha squared. So now we want to substitute this alpha cubed in for this one right here. So we're going to get alpha to the power of 4 plus 1 minus alpha squared equals alpha. So our last step is to rearrange for alpha to the power of 4, and we'll get alpha to the power of 4 equals minus 1 plus alpha minus alpha squared. So there you go. Okay, so now it gets a bit trickier. For part III, we're given 4 functions listed from A to D, and for each one of them we have to find an equivalent quadratic expression in terms of alpha. So just like what we did previously in part II, and we need to find for each one quadratic expression, so in the form A plus B alpha plus C alpha squared. For part A, our function is alpha to the minus 1. Now we're going to use the equation we're given in the first part of the question, and we're going to divide every term by alpha. So we'll get alpha squared plus alpha equals alpha to the minus 1. And this is it. We've got alpha to the minus 1 equals a quadratic expression. So for this, A equals 0, B equals 1, coefficient in front of alpha, and C also equals 1, coefficient in front of alpha squared. So this is the solution. Okay, for part B, our function is this interesting looking infinite sum. And what we're going to do is split all the positive terms away from all the negative terms. So this series right here is equal to 1 plus alpha squared plus alpha to the 4th, etc. So these are all the positive terms, and we're going to subtract this from alpha plus alpha cubed plus alpha to the 5, etc. And these are all the negative terms. And now we've got 2 infinite geometric series, so they each have a common ratio. If you remember the formula for the sum of an infinite geometric series, this is equal to A over 1 minus R. A is the first term, so alpha or 1 here, and R is the ratio between terms, and in both cases this is alpha squared. Know that alpha is between 0 and 1, so these series definitely converge, and we can use this formula. So this is going to be equal to, first term is 1, so 1 over 1 minus alpha squared, that's the ratio, minus, first term is alpha over 1 minus alpha squared again. And now we can simplify these as it's a common denominator, so you get 1 minus alpha, and the denominator is a difference of two squares, so we can factorize this as 1 minus alpha times 1 plus alpha. And as you can see, we get a cancellation of 1 minus alpha, and we're left with 1 over 1 plus alpha. Now what we're going to do now is use our previous formula from the first part of the question, and if you remember the factorization, it was alpha squared times 1 plus alpha equals 1. So if you divide both sides by 1 plus alpha, we get alpha squared equals this expression here. So finally we get this is equal to alpha squared. And we're done. This is our answer. This is a quadratic expression. So in this case, A equals 0, B also equals 0, and C equals 1. So there you go. For part C, our function is 1 minus alpha to the power of minus 1. And for this question, we're going to be using pretty much every other part of the question we've done so far. And this is very typical of an MAT question. So if you get stuck, always try and use the previous work you've done to make connections to the questions you're stuck on. So the way we're going to start this question is by rearranging this equation to get 1 minus alpha cubed equals alpha squared. And now we can factorize this into 1 minus alpha times 1 plus alpha squared. And this equals alpha squared. So now we can rearrange this to get an expression for 1 minus alpha to the power of minus 1. And this is going to be 1 minus alpha to the power of minus 1, and this equals 1 plus alpha squared all over alpha squared. And we can simplify this again as 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over alpha plus 1. Okay, so now we're going to use this substitution right here, alpha to the minus 1 equals alpha plus alpha squared. And we're going to use it for both of these fractions. So this we can simplify as alpha plus alpha squared, all squared, because alpha to the minus 2 is alpha to the minus 1 squared. And then we get just alpha plus alpha squared, using this substitution again. And we got the plus 1 from before. So let's expand these brackets out. We get alpha squared plus 2 alpha cubed plus alpha to the power of 4 plus alpha squared plus 1. And now we're going to use the substitutions of alpha cubed plus alpha to the power of 4, which we found out in previous questions as well. So if I collect the terms for alpha squared, we're going to get 2 alpha squared, and now substitute in alpha cubed, so 2 times 1 minus alpha squared. And now I'm going to substitute in for alpha 4, we get minus 1 plus alpha squared. And we've got all this stuff left, so plus alpha squared plus 1. So finally, we can simplify this whole expression as 2 plus 2 alpha plus alpha squared. And this is our quadratic equation. So for this, we have that A equals 2, B equals 2, and C equals 1. For part D, which is the last part of the question, we have the function of this infinite product, and the powers of alpha are always powers of 2. So what I'm going to do is multiply a few brackets out and try and find the pattern. So 1 plus alpha times 1 plus alpha squared, this equals 1 plus alpha squared plus alpha cubed. Now if I multiply all of this by 1 plus alpha to the 4, I'm going to get 1 plus alpha times 1 plus alpha squared times 1 plus alpha to the power of 4. That's the same as saying all of this stuff from the above times 1 plus alpha to the 4. And now when we multiply this out, we're just going to get this, and then this multiplied by alpha to the 4. So 1 plus alpha squared plus alpha cubed plus alpha to the 4th, alpha to the 5th, plus alpha to the 6th, plus alpha to the 7th. So hopefully you can see that if we just keep multiplying more brackets like this, this pattern's going to carry on until infinity. So I'm going to bring down a function down here, and I'm going to say this is equal to 1 plus alpha squared plus alpha cubed plus etc. all the way into infinity. So this is an infinite geometric series. And just like the last question, we can use the formula for the infinite sum of a geometric series, which is a over 1 minus r. So if we plug in those values here, we'll get a equals to 1 and r equals alpha, so we get 1 over 1 minus alpha, which is the same as saying 1 minus alpha to the power of minus 1. And we worked this out in the last part. So this is equal to precisely 2 plus 2 alpha plus alpha squared. So a equals 2, b equals 2, and c equals 1. So that's the answer. So there you go, how to answer the whole of question 2 from the 2017 MAT exam.